Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video I have got a autumn favourites video. So instead of doing monthly favourites, I'm just going to be doing like seasonal favourites. To me it's just a lot easier, and a majority of the products that I use are what I use normally like every month, but I change it up a bit depending on the weather and the season that we're in. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is two eyeshadow palettes that I picked up from Revolution, Makeup Revolution in London. I got these on their site because you could get a deal where if it was over $50 you got free shipping, it was tracked shipping, and it was packaged really well. So I did pick up quite a few different Reloaded palettes. The first one that I have been loving is the Neutrals 2. It's just so many beautiful orangey, pinky, autumn shades. I've just been obsessed with this palette to pieces. I really love the packaging and the whole layout of the palette as well. The only thing that I really miss is having like a name to name, like if I'm using it for a makeup look or anything on a blog post or a video, there's no name, so I just have to point to them. But the pigmentation is beautiful in these palettes, and I love the little pops of like pinky purple you've got in here as well. The second Revolution palette that I have been absolutely loving is the Iconic Fever palette. So this is a very neutral orangey everyday palette, so I tend to use a lot of these shadows for everyday. I even use the shimmer ones because I am obsessed with shimmer shadows, and this palette is seriously one of the most beautiful palettes that I've got in this colour tone. So I've also been loving a few Hourglass products. So I've got a couple of Hourglass items that I've been absolutely adoring lately. I purely picked up the foundation because I've got my cousin's wedding coming up, and that's in winter, and I just wanted a really good foundation that would make my skin look nice and even. So I have been trying out the Alabaster foundation, the Hourglass foundation in Alabaster. It's the Vanish Seamless foundation. I wanted to have a foundation that was lightweight, you know, stayed in place. This one, I read so many reviews with the little amount you need and how much it covers the skin, and I've been loving this so much. I use the recommended one pump, and then I just use my Real Techniques buffing foundation brush, and it just goes on beautifully. It all blends out really nice as well, and it doesn't make my skin look oily throughout the day. And I got this in the shade Alabaster. I did actually go in and get colour matched because I had no idea what shade I was going to be. I tried to do the little find my shade thing online, but I wanted to just go in and double check. It also doesn't have a scent, so it kind of sort of reminds me of the Revlon Colour Stay. It's not as heavy as a Revlon Colour Stay. Actually, if I touch my face during the day when I'm wearing it, I don't feel like I have foundation on, and sometimes I forget. The Revlon Colour Stay, I do feel that it's on my skin, and it also has a bit of like a scent. It used to have a really strong like paint scent. This has no scent at all, and I just really love it. The pump top as well is one of my favourites. I just really like this foundation. To go with the foundation, I've been using the Mineral Veil powder. So I picked this up last year when it came out. This is just the translucent setting powder that they came out with like the beautiful little like H for Hourglass, and it also comes out with a really nice amount of powder, so you don't end up getting too much. So I've been setting that in place with that one, because when I went into Mecca, the lady that I was talking to told me not to use a primer. Sometimes if I do ever use a primer, it's the Hourglass Veil, Mineral Veil is it Mineral Veil? The Hourglass Mineral Primer, so the white one. So I've been using that one if I do tend to need a primer underneath. And I've also been loving the Hourglass Caution Mascara. I know I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I think this is going to be my forever favourite mascara ever. I just seriously love this. It is just one of the most beautiful mascaras that I've ever tried. I normally don't have a full-size one, but I got a full-size one for Christmas, so I've just been using it up. I do like the mini versions because if I don't wear makeup, I don't wear mascara like normally. But then if I'm not wearing makeup and I feel like wearing mascara, I put a little bit of this on because it is just so lovely and it makes my lashes feel full and beautiful. I'm really loving Drew Barrymore's Flower Beauty range. I absolutely adore her lip duos with the lipstick on one side and lip gloss on the other. Hands down, Tickled Pink is in my handbag always, and I always reach for it and I love it. But I also have been really loving her Light Illusion foundation. So this is a foundation that is all day wear. It's a broad spectrum of SPF 18 and I've got it in Porcelain L1. I really like how this doesn't make my skin look oily. It makes my skin just look nice and neutral and glowy. And I also love that it has a pump top as well. Pump top foundations are my favourite at the moment. I still love my Maybelline Fit Me, but I'm hoping we will get a pump on that soon because I always end up getting too much product and then I've got to try and get it back in the bottle. But I've been loving this for everyday wear. I have been using the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder. It's pretty much hit pan and I've had it since December and like, I just love it. I use it all the time. It's one of my favourite setting powders ever. And it's only $9 too. So I think that's all for makeup. I've been really loving a TV show in particular. So I was watching Stan out in Australia. That's sort of like, we do have Netflix, but Stan's like an Australian like streaming service thing, and I really got onto Twin Peaks, but because our internet's not been very great, I got the DVDs from Amazon in Australia, so I picked up the Twin Peaks season 1 and 2 in this little box set thingy. It only cost $30 and I've been seriously obsessed with this show. It is so good. I have got the movie and the other season as well, but I've just been seriously loving it. It's so awesome. I've also been loving a awesome little handbag that I got for Christmas, but I've only been cracking it out this season. It is my Avengers Infinity War handbag. It has got all of the Avengers on it and it is just amazing. I love it like for when I go in the movies because I can have my phone and my wallet and my car keys. But then it has a really good room for snacks as well, like popcorn and stuff. So yeah, I've been loving this. I've also got the little wallet as well, but it's just such a nice handbag. It's by Loungefly? Yeah, Loungefly. And it's just beautiful. I picked this one up on Amazon around Christmas time because I hadn't actually seen this in Zing or EB Games, so I had a look online and I had this one and I seriously loved it and it's just so funky and so cute. So yeah, that's what I've been loving for autumn. I will link down below my blog post and thank you so much for watching.